Welcome to another episode of the Overcomers Counseling Podcast, your go-to resource for navigating the tumultuous seas of mental health. Welcome to today's episode, where we delve into the complex world of narcissistic behavior, specifically why a narcissist may choose to ignore you. If you find yourself wondering why a narcissist is ignoring you, take a deep breath and remember that it's not your fault. Narcissists don't ignore you because you've done something wrong. They ignore you because they are narcissists. If you're feeling guilt or confusion, remember that their refusal to communicate is a manipulation tactic, not a reflection of your actions. Narcissists are experts at ignoring people. It's one of their most utilized tools. This behavior can be particularly hurtful, especially for those who struggle with attachment or self-esteem issues. Unfortunately, narcissists are often drawn to individuals who are most vulnerable to their controlling tactics. One of the main reasons why a narcissist ignores you is to exert control. They use this technique as a form of punishment, particularly if they feel you are pulling away or have inflicted a narcissistic injury on them. Narcissists have a fundamentally unstable sense of self and create delusions of self-importance to fuel their need for validation. If their delusions are threatened, they retaliate by ignoring you, effectively making conflict resolution your responsibility. Another reason why a narcissist ignores you is because they derive pleasure from it. Narcissists crave validation and praise, what's known as narcissistic supply. Ignoring you is a tactic to gain this supply. They enjoy the chase, your pleas for forgiveness, and your distress. These reactions feed their need for attention and validation. A narcissist ignores you to boost their ego. They often target individuals who are anxious about being alone and those who are particularly empathetic. By ignoring you, they're exploiting your fear of being alone and devaluing you to elevate their perceived worth. So what is a rage trigger for a narcissist? A narcissistic rage trigger is any action, comment, or situation that threatens to puncture the narcissist's inflated sense of self or challenges their extreme self-perception. This could be something as simple as a perceived slight, criticism, or disagreement. The reaction is often disproportionate to the trigger as the narcissist erupts in what is termed narcissistic rage. This rage can manifest as shouting, insulting, belittling, ignoring, or even physical aggression. Given their intense need for control and their sensitivity to any perceived challenge to their self-worth, almost anything can act as a trigger. It's important to remember that the rage is not about you or your actions, but rather about the narcissist's distorted perception of reality. Understanding this can help you detach from the situation and protect your mental health. It's also important to note that not all narcissists display their rage in the same way. Some may become more aggressive and volatile, while others may withdraw and give you the silent treatment. Regardless of how it is expressed, it is always a toxic response that serves to manipulate and control those around them. This is why it's crucial to set boundaries and protect yourself from further emotional harm. Narcissists may choose to ignore you as a way of asserting control, gaining narcissistic supply, or boosting their ego. It's important to remember that their behavior is not your fault and should not be taken personally. Beneath the polished facade and charming demeanor of people with NPD often lies a powder keg waiting to explode. This explosion can manifest in a sudden, intense display of anger known as narcissistic rage. During these instances, the individual's ultimate goal is to regain their sense of superiority or dominance and repair any perceived damage to their ego. Narcissistic rage can take two forms, explosive and passive. Explosive rage includes shouting, threats, physical violence, and destruction of objects. Passive rage, on the other hand, is characterized by silent treatment, withdrawal, avoidance, hostility, and passive-aggressive comments. For example, someone might say, "I'm not angry," but their cold and distant behavior communicates otherwise. Individuals with NPD often harbor resentments and devise elaborate plans for retaliation. Narcissistic rage can be frightening and unpredictable, often occurring suddenly and without apparent reason. This unpredictability underscores the importance of support for those dealing with narcissism. Here are some common catalysts. They are not getting enough attention. A narcissist requires a constant source of praise and attention to sustain their narcissistic supply and ego. When they feel ignored, they may resort to rage, verbal abuse, or shouting to refocus everyone's attention on themselves. Any form of correction or critique can incite an angry reaction. Narcissists use various tactics like gaslighting or other forms of manipulation to control those around them. When they feel they've lost this control, they often exhibit rage. When a narcissist's desires or expectations aren't met, it can trigger an outburst. Being caught in a lie or deceitful act can also provoke narcissistic rage. Recognizing these triggers is an important step in understanding and coping with NPD. If you or someone you know is dealing with NPD, remember that help is available and you're not alone. Stay tuned to our series as we continue to explore this complex and challenging disorder. In understanding these reasons, remember that a narcissist's behavior reflects their own insecurities and needs, not your worth or value. If you find yourself in a situation with a narcissist, seek support and remember that their actions are not a reflection of you. You're tuned into the Overcomers Counseling Podcast, broadcasting from the heart of Colorado Springs. We're here to equip you with the tools and insights to help you conquer life's challenges, one episode at a time. Stick around and let us guide you on your journey of overcoming. But first, a quick break. Are you feeling stuck, struggling with issues that seem insurmountable? Overcomers Counseling is here to help you with your needs. Our team of experienced therapists are just a call away, ready to provide compassionate, effective counseling tailored to your unique needs. Call 719-345-2424 to schedule your appointment. Remember, no obstacle is too big to overcome when you've got the right support. Now back to the Overcomers Counseling Podcast, because everyone deserves a chance to overcome. For the next segment, we are going to talk about something that many of us can relate to, signs that your partner doesn't understand you, even if they love you. Love is an essential component of any relationship, but understanding each other is just as crucial for the relationship's longevity. One of the alarming signs that your partner may not understand you is if they question everything you say or do. If your partner constantly needs an explanation for your decisions, it's a strong indication they don't comprehend your processes and actions. This lack of understanding can lead to feelings of disconnection, even when there's love present. You might notice an invisible gap between you and your partner, which can cause you to feel distant from them. This disconnection often stems from regular misunderstandings and lack of deep-rooted connection and closeness. Another sign is if you're uncertain about your stance with your partner. One day you feel closer to them than ever, and the next you feel distant. This roller coaster of emotions can be a clear indication of a lack of understanding in your relationship. Now let's delve deeper into some other signs. Firstly, if you always have to explain why you do certain things, your partner may not truly understand you. Occasional questions for clarification are normal, but constant questioning can put a strain on your relationship. If your partner doesn't understand you, try communicating gently and working on building trust. Remember, it's also important to try to understand your partner's point of view to avoid communication gaps that could lead to arguments. If your interests are vastly different, this could be another sign. While it's not necessary to have identical interests, shared passions can contribute to a deeper understanding between partners. An inability to recognize your emotions is a significant red flag. Emotional connection is vital in any relationship. If your partner consistently fails to recognize your feelings, it could be a sign they don't fully understand you. If you can't be yourself around your partner, this is a clear indication of a lack of understanding. In a healthy relationship, both parties should feel comfortable being their authentic selves. If any of these signs ring true for you, consider having an open conversation with your partner about your feelings. Remember, understanding each other is a two-way street, and it's crucial to work together to build a strong, fulfilling relationship. Addressing these relationship issues is vital for the health and longevity of your partnership. Unresolved misunderstandings can lead to resentment, emotional distance, and a lack of intimacy. By openly discussing these concerns, you promote stronger communication, mutual understanding, and emotional validation between both partners. This process can also help identify areas where improvements are needed, ultimately fostering growth and deepening the relationship. The goal should always be to understand, respect, and accept each other's differences while finding common ground. Remember, a successful relationship thrives on transparency, patience, and mutual effort. So don't shy away from addressing any issues that may be hindering your understanding and connection with your partner. By working together, you can overcome any challenges and build a stronger, more fulfilling relationship. Remember, you deserve to be understood and appreciated in your partnership. Keep communicating openly and honestly, and never stop striving for mutual understanding and growth. How do I start a conversation with my partner about not feeling understood? Begin by picking a quiet, comfortable place where you both can talk without distractions. Use I statements to express your feelings, such as, I feel like you may not fully understand me when I... This approach can prevent your partner from feeling attacked or defensive. It's important to approach the conversation with kindness and understanding. If your partner becomes defensive, reassure them that your intention is not to blame, but to find solutions for a healthier relationship. Encourage open dialogue and allow them to express their feelings as well. Two individuals can have separate interests and still understand each other deeply. However, sharing some common passions can help strengthen your bond and deepen understanding. How can I help my partner understand me better? Communication is key. Be open about your feelings, thoughts, and experiences. Let your partner know how you interpret things and how certain actions make you feel. Encourage them to ask questions and show a willingness to understand their perspective as well. What should I do if the situation doesn't improve even after discussions? If open conversations don't lead to improvement, consider seeking professional help. Therapists and counselors can offer tools and strategies to improve communication and understanding in a relationship. What to do if you are on the receiving end of the question. Make sure you are giving your full attention to your partner when they're speaking. Active listening involves more than just hearing the words being spoken. It's about understanding the complete message being conveyed. If something is unclear, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. This can help eliminate misunderstandings and shows your partner that you're genuinely interested in understanding their perspective. Try to understand the situation from your partner's viewpoint. Even if you don't agree, acknowledging their feelings and showing empathy can go a long way in improving mutual understanding. It's natural to feel defensive when confronted with criticism or issues. However, try to remain open-minded and receptive to what your partner has to say. If your partner is trying to understand you better, appreciate their effort and provide constructive feedback to guide them. Understanding each other deeply can take time. Be patient with your partner and remember that they're trying to understand you better, just as you are striving to understand them. If issues persist despite your best efforts, it may be helpful to involve a neutral third party, such as a relationship counselor. They can provide guidance on effective communication strategies and how to understand each other better. As we wrap up today's podcast, it's crucial to reiterate the importance of addressing issues in your relationship with your partner or spouse. We've discussed at length how vital communication is in maintaining a healthy relationship. It becomes easy to let minor issues slide under the rug, but these can accumulate over time and cause significant damage. Remember, it's not just about voicing out what's bothering you, but also about being open to understanding your partner's perspective. It's about mutual respect and fostering a safe space for open dialogue. Not every conversation will be comfortable, but it's these challenging discussions that often lead to growth and deeper understanding. If there's something important to you that you believe your partner should know, don't hesitate to bring it up. Your feelings matter, your thoughts matter, and in a loving relationship, your partner will respect and value your openness. Addressing relationship issues when they arise is key to a healthier, happier relationship. It allows both partners to grow individually and as a couple, fostering a deeper emotional connection and mutual understanding. So, let's make an effort to keep those lines of communication open, no matter how tough the topic may be. Building mentally healthy relationships is a vital part of life. These relationships, whether they're with a partner or spouse, are at the core of our human experience. They provide us with emotional support, companionship, and a sense of belonging. But it's not just about forming these connections, and it's also crucial to ensure that these relationships are mentally healthy. A mentally healthy relationship is one that fosters mutual respect, trust, understanding, and open communication. It is a relationship where both parties feel safe to express their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or retribution. It's a relationship that encourages individuality while also nurturing a shared bond. But why is it so important to build relationships in a mentally healthy way? Let's delve into this. A mentally healthy relationship allows for personal growth. It gives you the freedom to be yourself, to explore your interests, and to evolve as an individual. It does not stifle your development, but rather supports it. Such relationships can significantly boost your mental health. They provide emotional support, reduce feelings of loneliness, and increase feelings of self-worth. On the other hand, unhealthy relationships can lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. Mentally healthy relationships can enhance your overall life satisfaction. They can bring joy, comfort, and a sense of purpose, making life more fulfilling. Building mentally healthy relationships is not just important, it's essential. It requires effort, patience, and understanding from both parties involved. It means nurturing the relationship with kindness, empathy, and respect. It's about setting healthy boundaries, communicating effectively, and constructively resolving conflicts. By doing so, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to the well-being of those we love. At Overcomers Counseling, we strive to help couples build stronger, healthier connections by fostering mutual understanding and communication. Reach out to us for support and guidance on your journey towards a more fulfilling relationship. Remember, it's never too late to improve understanding and connection with your partner, so keep communicating openly and honestly, and never stop working towards a deeper understanding of each other.